Welcome back to SVSU Red Alert. I'm JJ Boehm, joined by SVSU women's tennis coach Jen Boehm. And Jen, welcome to the program. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
And the SVSU tennis team coming fresh off an ITA regional. As our viewers may know, Jen being my wife, we have a 7-month-old son, Christian. I've been traveling with tennis, getting to see how your team's been performing, and a number of players able to get victories at the ITA regional, where you're playing a lot of the top programs from across the Midwest. But really, your freshman, Isabella Ishmailova, standing out by making it to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, no, she had a pretty impressive run at the ITAs, and you know, it's a big deal going to this tournament. Not every team even makes the trip, so for us to go and have her do so well is definitely a highlight of the season. You know, as a freshman, it's exciting to see that kind of success already, knowing that, you know, she'll continue to improve, and hopefully, along with other players on our team, we can even do better next year. So.
Isabella able to knock off 2 seeded players in the process before eventually losing to last year's regional champion.
Yes. She, I think, surprised some people who had never heard of her before, and so that's kind of one of the nice things about coming in unseeded. People may assume that maybe you're not as strong, and so she played well her first match, and then, yeah, definitely surprised the number 5 seed from Drury, who I think was expecting to move on to the next round. The girl who she lost to won last year's tournament. She was the 3 seed this year. And ultimately lost in the semis this year. But it was a tough match, tough style of play for Isabella. But she's eager, I think, to improve and try to do better next year. So.
And then if you look at the rest of the A draw, everybody picked up at least 1 victory in singles in terms of Megan Woody, Erin Dowd, and Charlotte Wong.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, compared to some of our results last year, we actually did better in singles this year. Last year we had some more standout performances in doubles. This year we still had some good results in doubles, and each team was able to win 1 match. But yeah, our best performances definitely came in singles, you know, across the A draw for sure.
And now you move on where you're back into GLIAC play, you're back home and have a big weekend coming up with matches against Wayne State, Hillsdale, and Findlay.
Yes. Wayne State definitely stands out as the toughest of those 3 teams. They've always been a top, you know, 2 or 3 teams in the conference. So we know going in to start the weekend that's going to be a tough test for us. But like some of the other top teams we've played, we're looking to, you know, be competitive in a lot of those spots, and, you know, hopefully take a few matches, if not more. The key for us will be doubles. You know, it's kind of an equalizer spot, so to speak, even if they have a little bit more depth in singles. Doubles is something that we can come in and try to, you know, put a little bit more pressure on them. And then the next match is Hillsdale and Findlay. Again, these teams have been much improved over the last couple of years. So we're looking for some really competitive matches, and we're going to have to play well to beat these teams.
And you mentioned the doubles play, obviously one of the highlights of this season in doubles so far was your #1 doubles knocking off Northwood's #1 doubles. That's something that doesn't happen very often.
No, and I think that tends to be where Northwood's a little more vulnerable to. They're exceptional singles players, but doubles is a different game, and I think our matchup with them, you know, we played extremely well, but I think, you know, just the strength of volleying and having a little bit more, I guess, variety in our games in that matchup, we were able to pull out the victory. And I know probably made their coach a little unhappy, but it felt good on our side to come away, especially at the top of the lineup, to be able to come away with a victory.
And you talk about the matchups that you have with Hillsdale and Findlay, and then your last 2 matches on the road at Lake State and Michigan Tech. These are teams that if SVSU wants to make it back to the GLIAC tournament, you're going to have to pick up some victories.
Right. I'd say we probably have to win 4 out of 5 of those last 5 matches. And so, you know, we're up to the test and we want to get back. That's definitely a big goal for us this season, is to get back to the tournament. But each year it's becoming increasingly more difficult as, you know, the lower teams, so to speak, in the conference have all increased their depth and are just much more competitive. So we've got to step our game up if we want to make it back.
And the match with Hillsdale on Sunday will be your senior day. You have 2 seniors in Charlotte Wong and Ashley Giordano. Talk about them, their play this year, and what they've done for the program.
Sure. Well, Ashley and Charlotte, yeah, this will be the first group of students I've seen since they were freshmen. It was just, I came in the second part of their freshman year, but yeah, it's been great to see them grow as student athletes. You know, they've been great off the court and on the court, and you know, I think for them, they're getting into that final stretch of their last GLIAC season and really wanting to push and do well. So yeah, recognizing them on senior day is a big deal. I think both sets of parents are able to come in, even all the way from Prince Edward Island, Canada. So we're excited to have them and kind of recognize everything that they've been for our program.
Well, we look forward to that and hope that it's a good senior day and hope the Cardinals can pick up some wins here down the stretch. Jen Boehm, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
And when we come back, we'll be rejoined by SVSU football coach Jim Collins. That's next on SVSU Red Alert.